don't have any apple juice right now, Ari. Your water's right there. She said, I didn't even get anything.
Don't come back in here, okay? Until I tell you to come in here. Don't come back in here. Go in the living room. And don't come back. Thank you.
Not the look of disapproval. She said, anywho, the sass is real at that age, okay?
The 4 kids that we were talking about.
Just the 4 kids. One's at school, the girls are here, and then Jabaz. He's a co-host this podcast. Okay, guys, this week's episode is Roaring 20s. What we wish we knew. And here's mine. Get your little butt in there. Go watch Blippi. We're recording.
So we talking about what we wish we knew in our early 20s. Well, before we turned 20s, what we wish we knew.
Yeah. Your 20s are supposed to be fun, but no one warns you about like the chaos that comes with it. So I'm kind of just talking to our younger selves, an ode to us, and maybe we can save you guys a few headaches along the way. Segment 1, we're going to be talking about our glow up season, style and self. I'm going to let Charlie kick this one off. Area, I don't know. What do we? Loved facial products, high school.
So like. So, what got me into self-care was being an esthetician. I was just basically using whatever my mom and brother was using, or I would just wash my face with water, because that's what people still say to this day. Oh, I just wash my face with my soap and water.
Blessed.
They told
my mom used to work for me. The Mary Kay skincare products, the makeup line, and I'm sorry, Mary Kay is still enjoy their products. She purchased them for me. It was just kind of my skin. I remember go to like a lot of mixers with each Catholic school.
Yeah.
And I remember doing my makeup before I would go to those, and typically like how I got started, or when I would only do my makeup and then come home and washing myself off with washing my face off with the Mary Kay products. And it seemed luxurious. Bless you.
I know a lot of people talked about like the St. Ives and how they use that on their skin, and a lot of people still go by that. They love their old school products. So what I would say people should know is always cleanse twice. I hope y'all can't hear that.
Yeah. And if you can, terrible twos. What can I say? Not really phased. I don't even know what she wants. She's just crying because she's looking at us.
Yeah, so I mean, most definitely don't overhype it, don't overdo it. I feel like some people try to overdo it too. Some things you do need to know, like don't use Vaseline. Vaseline will clog your pores.
Yeah.
Vaseline, Aquaphor, all of that will clog your pores, so don't use that.
Is our card gonna get revoked because we're saying that? Wait, hold on. We gotta think about the culture, baby. We better get canceled for this.
Oh, please don't.
Please don't. But it really does clog your pores, guys. It really does, especially at our age. Maybe when you're a kid and that's the only thing you're putting on a face.
I mean, but then you wondering why you got so many blackheads. So I'm just trying to help save you from a heartache of blackheads. So
yeah. I've never really liked Vaseline on my face. It always felt very heavy, and I have very sensitive skin, very light, thin skin. It's just really heavy. I would have to attest to that. She knows more about it on the educational side. I don't know about it, I guess, about a user side. how I don't like it.
And most definitely sunscreen. Everybody needs sunscreen because you're supposed to start putting it on your kids once they turn 6 months. So
Mhm.
everybody's supposed to have sunscreen every single day, even when it's cloudy, when it's winter time, because those sun rays still come through those clouds. So I tell people that all the time. Us black people think we're not supposed to wear sunscreen because we're black. I don't know
That's a
where.
myth.
Yeah,
That's just a myth.
it is. Like everybody gets sun cancer.
Mhm.
So at the end of the day,
And then not only that, don't just get your face, get your ears, get your neck, maybe even the top of your hands.
yeah,
These
because
are
they age with you.
yeah,
That's
these are the
how
first
people.
things. These are the first things to age. Yeah.
That's how people know how old you are.
Hmm.
Like women who get Botox and stuff like that, I feel like they need to put Botox in their hands too, because that's how you can tell a person's age.
There is a rejuvenation thing for like veins that they give. I think it's water or something though.
Okay.
But I just seen it. I think Kim Kardashian, of course she did,
Right.
got it. But I mean, but yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it's a dead giveaway of your age. I mean, that's why Kris Jenner's hiding her hands ever since she got her facelift. Baby, we ain't gonna see her hands never again.
No, for real.
Never again. But yeah, definitely skincare. Sunscreen is like the biggest one. I think unless you struggle with acne, severe acne for whatever reason, and even then, less is more. Just make sure you're getting into a dermatologist and get in with a good dermatologist young. When you're older, it can take months to get into a dermatologist. So just kind of watch your skin, know if it goes, if you're a young woman, know if it like works with you, if it works against you on your cycle. There's so many things that can affect your skincare and just kind of what it is. I mean, like we see, I mean, there's so many things, and there's this kind of this nuance online. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's called like boyfriend air or like husband air.
No.
These women have been posting pictures of when they were with their partners or when they go to their partner's house and their skin is clear, it's fine before they go. Boom, moments in the house, breakout.
Oh my goodness. I wouldn't say it's a lie. I believe it.
No.
Because a man will stress you out.
Stress you out and they nasty. They're just nasty. If I wanted to say all the things I could say about the male species, I'd probably be canceled. Our podcast would be over.
Yeah.
Quickly.
That as soon as we started, it'd be over that quick.
They're just nasty, okay?
Yeah.
So if you're with somebody and you walk in their house and you sleep on that blue sheet and pillow that they all have at a certain age, and that mattress is anywhere less than 2 feet off the ground, pack your bags and go home. Do your nightly skincare, please.
Please, honey. But and then another two after thing of that, like what you eat. I don't know if you just said that, but basically what you eat plays a big part in your skin. What you drink, your caffeine intake, your pop intake, so water intake, that plays a big part in your skin as well. And we didn't know that, like growing up as kids, what we eat would cause acne or cause our skin to be extra dry and things like that. So also take that into consideration. And it's always good to start out with like a 3-step process. You don't have to like have a big 12-step skincare routine. It could just be a cleanser, exfoliant, moisturizer, and sunscreen. I know I said 3, but we all need to exfoliate at least twice a week.
I think I have 4 products in my regular every day, and that is it. I would say my skin is very nice for being 26, a smoker, 2 kids stressing me the hell out, multiple businesses, my family stressing me the hell out.
Yeah, so
I think I'm living the life, guys.
Looking good, honey. Looking good. Skin glowing. Best as ever.
But yeah, so skincare and just simple, and don't overly wash. Overly wash will dry you out too. You don't want to overly treat your face and overly expose it.
And stay away from these TikTok trends. Please do not think you can dermaplane your face at home. Please do not think you can wax yourself at home.
She's adding me.
Like,
I've never dermaplaned, but wax.
Like, babes, you're going to hurt yourself, and then you're going to be scared when you come. Oh, I'm scared. Like,
And I'm terrified because of the torture I've put myself through. The torture I've done to myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so get you a licensed esthetician. Know what you're doing.
Yes.
Know what you're doing.
Esthetician. I say esthetician.
Exorcisms.
Esthetician or cosmetology.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think even barbers now can do facials.
I think so. I mean, majority of the men, I mean, on their upper services, they do.
Yeah, even men are getting into that. So young men out here, if you listen to this with your woman,
and it's not free. It's not nothing. It's self-care, and that's the bare minimum. Nobody want to walk around with somebody who got a 5 o'clock shadow and can't even grow a beard.
Yeah. And my thing is, like, people are putting self-care off, like facials and things like that, off for just a simple haircut, or they're putting it off to get their lashes and eyebrows done. But you have these things done, but your skin doesn't look good. You know, like no shade, no tea, no shade, no tea. No shade, no tea. I'm sorry, I'm getting tongue twisted today. But you have to have some type of home care routine, you know, and going to professional just helps with that home care routine, you know, to help those products at home absorb and stuff. So that's why I say don't listen to TikTok, because TikTok will ruin your skin. I done seen testimonies where people are on there. Well, I wouldn't call it a testimony, because testimony is something good. I've seen horror stories where people saying, oh, I bought this high frequency off of TikTok and it burned my skin. And they literally have 3rd-degree burns. So everything on TikTok that you see is not good. It's not.
No. And I know we've been talking about how to get your skin right. And that is a process. For some of us, it's a process. And
it is.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was a teenager, there was this one girl who had acne and she was the cutest thing. I mean, period. Set her off. Some people just, I think, look cute with acne. Have you know what I'm talking about? Like, not that it's desirable, not that it's you want it, but some people can pull it off and it adds to their features. I mean, and if you're young 20, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I still get acne. I mean, they don't tell you this, but you're going to get acne again when you get pregnant and have children.
Yeah, I was about to say, especially if you have kids, you don't have acne.
You're going to get it again.
Yeah.
So just learn to live with it.
And some people have it in their later ages too. Like it can happen at any stage in life. So if you never had it your whole like early 30s, like before then, if you never had it and all of a sudden you get in your 40s and 50s, it's normal. People's going to get some type of acne sometime in their stage of their life.
So many things can affect. I mean, you could say you move from the country to downtown where the air quality is, that can give you acne. You start eating. You stop eating pork or anything like that. Your body's purging. It's purging out of your face. You know, so not all acne is, oh, something's wrong. Sometimes it's good. Your body's clearing it out. So, yeah, I think that's what we have to say. We talked majority about skin style. Wear whatever you want when you're young, because you got to get serious real quick.
Yeah. Stop overly trying to be grown.
Yeah. That's a big one. I'm seeing a lot of grownness. Have you seen the birthday photo shoots where they turn in 16? I'm talking titties out, ass out.
No, but I mean, like, I'm not surprised, because all of these high school girls from freshman to senior have full lace front wigs. Baby, I'm not gonna have no edges.
You're not. You're not
gonna have a single edge when you're an adult.
What happened? What happened to rock the little ponytail up top?
Like, come on. What happened to the roller wrap sets?
What happened? Because those were cute.
Cute. I stay having a roller wrap set, honey.
So cute. I just got back in the rollers before I cut off all my hair.
Girl, so yeah, stop over trying to be grown. Like, you have your whole life to go out here and go to the club and show skin.
And it's not all that.
It's not. Because then now you're getting terrorized by men.
Or shot.
Like, and then they get upset because you don't want to talk to them.
Why would I want to talk to you?
So just save your. I ain't saying like, oh, you gotta dress like, oh, ladyish, boring, but it's cute outfits out here where you don't have to like.
They're modest for your age. You do not want, and then I feel like sometimes I did dress a little grown, not what we're seeing today, okay? But even the occasional VK, it would just send older men into a tizzy. And I was like, oh, well, I'm growing up. And then when
Mhm.
you're our age, 26, 27, 28, and you realize how much less attention you get from men
Yeah.
because
My
you're
thing
not
is too.
fresh.
But I'm like, what happened to the school policies? Because when I was in school, honey, you had to stand up and your fingertips had to be
The bottom of the hem.
yeah,
Bottom of the hem.
like it has to be past your fingertips.
No, because really what? Because I'd be an asset. I'd be an
They
asset.
would make you call your parents to bring a whole new outfit.
You couldn't have no crazy hair colors. You couldn't have a bunch of ear piercings that were wild, at least at my school. You could have
Mhm.
facial piercings. You can have
They didn't
tattoos.
even want you to have facial hair for real.
Nah.
I'm not at one point they was trying to say something about braids at
Yep.
at my school. They was trying to say something about dreads and stuff like
Hmm.
that.
No dreads were allowed at my school. Not that there was anybody with dreads besides
Right.
the EMA,
Right.
if we would have them. But yep, no. So it's out of pocket, and I think, and there's also just stuff going around about parent fatigue at schools. Okay, y'all, it's the parents' fault. Okay, if you think you have a cool parent, oh, because they're your best friend, they're he and ha ha, and they're not coming down on you. Maybe have a talk about your parent, and you maybe probably need to start guiding yourself or finding someone who can guide you. You shouldn't be best friends with your parents. You should be friends. You should be able to tell them stuff, but she shouldn't be one of the girls. He shouldn't be one of the guys. It's not that kind of party. It's not. This one goes out to the parents watching this. Because if y'all are doing that, y'all need your head examined thoroughly. I've just never been a fan of that.
No, for sure. Me neither. I mean, I'm all for, having, a great relationship with my child, but at the end of the day, you're going to respect me. You're not going to be grown, and you're going to, be something in life, especially if you're going to, because I'm not in a rush for my kids to move out when they get older. But all I say is, at least be respectful.
Yeah.
And I'm still your mom, but we're still gonna have a relationship where we can be open and have open talks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So just come into you and come into you at a pace that is appropriate, and just don't rush to have everything together. You're so young. You're so young.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna move into segment 2. That one was a real big one. We hit big on that one, I guess. I guess that really hit home for us. But boys, boundaries, and broken hearts. It's a part of it. It is miserable. It's just a part of it. Love's a part of it. And love sucks for the majority.
Yeah. Love is hard, but love is not supposed to be hard because God is love, and God is supposed to be what you feel like. Love throughout every day. It should never feel like unwantingness or anything like that because God never shows like He doesn't want you here.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like love should just be consistent.
It should always be consistent. And if I would say for those of you all, like, I don't know if you're still at home or if you're getting out of home, but it's like you just don't feel love at home. You're not ready to date. You have to figure out what love is to you, what it looks like to you, how it sounds like to you, how it presents to you, all those things. And we're talking about young 20s. You don't want to date anyway. You are in the finest. If you dating, it better be a round table and money better be given out. Your bills better be paid. You better be traveling and flying and doing all this. You don't need to be settling down in your early 20s, baby. You don't. Not saying you got to be out here work your way around the streets. This ain't no 304 talk I'm giving. But know your worth. And there's plenty of time because most of the jokers you will meet at that time are predators of all natures, sexual, monetary, happiness, spiritual predators. They will take what they have from you and they will snatch it. They will snatch it. You will have to work to get it back. It's just not worth it. And there's no such thing as talking stages. I don't believe in them. I don't believe in talking stages. I don't believe in, well, we're dating. And some people take that as, well, that doesn't mean that we're together. It just means that we're going on dates. Either you like me or you don't. You're taking me seriously or you're not. Yeah. Okay? Because you can still go out on dates and all that. But I feel like that gives the excuse for these young men and women, whatever you go for, okay? it gives people the excuse to have less accountability when it comes to respecting you and respecting your boundaries. That's why I don't believe in dating. I think it's a trap. I think it's a setup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Talking stage, I feel like that's just like if y'all best friends or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's the talking stage. Like then it turns into like a relationship eventually, I guess. Cause you know, I don't know. Like I feel like a lot of people who have like, I ain't gonna say like all boy and girl relationship best friends turn into a relationship, but I feel like sometimes that's what ends up
The
happening.
majority. I would say the majority.
Mhm.
I'm confident enough to say the majority.
Mhm. So like, you know, I feel like that's a talking stage.
Mm-hmm.
You getting to actually know somebody, but then again, like you don't know nobody until you live with them. So what is the talking stage?
What is the talking
Because the
stage?
talking stage could just be all butterflies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you really don't know nobody until you really live with them.
Guys, share.
Hey, 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 hey.
They in there banging on the wall, not sharing. Mm-mm-mm.
Sure, okay. Share.
But no, and that's feel like I feel like I did not uphold to my Father in Heaven's laws of staying abstinent and celibate until marriage.
To her.
And I feel like that was a mistake. It is a mistake. It's a trap. And at least when you're married or you live with somebody, when you're married, they owe you. Okay. Even though some people like to say, oh, it's not legally binding, or well, I don't like the paper, that it's just a paper. No, they owe you something. They owe you something for wasting your time and playing in your face. If anything were to happen, they owe you something. And you're worth that. That's why I think I would not mind arranged marriages making a comeback.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I think it holds the other person to a certain accountability and a certain standard to at least know my family cares about my well-being. And this is a transaction because that's literally what it is. And the men always almost get more benefits than the women do, I feel like, in marriage.
Yeah, they do.
I do. I just feel it that way. So don't rush. Don't rush. Boys are stupid. What is that? Girls rule, boys drool. Boys are stupider because they're from Jupiter. Okay? Still holds true. Okay? There are some things from our childhood that just remain truthful no matter where you go.
And always, you know, love yourself throughout the relationship. If y'all have kids, remember to love yourself, pour into yourself because you're going to be pouring so much into your kids, your home, your relationship. So always remember to pour into yourself. Always take that time to go get pampered. Just go have lunch by yourself. Go get something to drink by yourself. You know, because when you lose sight in loving you, then that's when I feel like you go downhill. Then your family goes downhill. Your relationship goes downhill. You know, so keep you and God first at all times.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then also, I guess that kind of touch and pivots on that. Make sure you have a solid group of some people you can depend on. Whether yes, it's you and God, but at least one outside source who knows who you are.
Yeah.
And that's why it's important to find your friends first before your men. And maybe say you're not in that. Maybe say you get with this dude or whatever. The friend that he yap about the most, don't like the most, the first one, that's the friend you should listen to. Men know when they've been spotted out. They know. They know. So listen to your friend. Don't listen to that man. And if you do end up having kids before you're married, don't give that baby his last name. Learn from my mistake. Don't do it. Because you're going to be in court trying to get him to sign over that last name and he just doing it just because. Oh, it made me feel like a man. Well, since you're a man, come over here and be a dad.
Yeah. Be that.
Be that. That simple. That simple. So don't mess around with these boys. They shouldn't even have been included in our talk. They're literally just a waste of time, waste of breath. Not you, dads, and not you, Mercury. Y'all just so sweet. I love you all. But the rest of them, no. Okay. Our next segment, this kind of goes into growing up with the boys and having babies and marriage. Growing up, school, college, money, moving out. Okay. What was your path? What was your path after high school? What did that look like?
Um, well, my after high school, my path was basically really trying to figure out what I wanted to do because I did go out to college because I was trying to like get away from where I was. So that did not end up working out, and I went home, wasted money, like so I say growing up, like if you don't have the best relationship with your parents, don't try to run away to somewhere else to get away. I would say, figure it out where you're at because if you run away somewhere else, you're gonna end up owing a lot of money when you get older. Just from my experience. But um me leaving high school is just like I guess like a journey of really trying to figure out where I should go. So the my brother recommended because he had a girlfriend who was in esthetician school, so he recommended that to me. So that's how I ended up getting involved in like aesthetics and things like that.
Yeah. And I think that's so unique because it's really your passion too. It's just so funny how like
Yeah,
everything ties together and how everything like works out the way it's supposed to. Because I'm sure we had our dreams and goals, what we wanted to be. You know, when you go into high school, they're like, okay, well, this is when you start figuring out what you want to do. None of us ever know what we
yeah,
want to do at that
yeah.
age.
And they so quick to push college on you. Like college is cool. Don't get me wrong. I would say like most definitely in these day and age, have a career. Like be a lawyer, be a judge. You don't always have to be a nurse. There's different things in the healthcare field that you can be. You can be a medical assistant.
A surgical assistant, a
Yeah.
med tech.
hmm Hey y'all, can y'all go to the living room? Okay.
I think Darla's dying. She had a shot. We were talking about nurses and doctors. So funny. She came here with a stethoscope and a shot. Just you know.
No, for because kind of part of me, like I mean, I like being an esthetician. I like building my own business, and I know that it's gonna go far. But sometimes part of me did wish I may have like was maybe I did try to do nursing, but maybe I wish I would have did like the ultrasounds.
Sonography.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to do that for a little while too, actually.
Mhm. I feel like that's a good, area, but be something that's gonna give you longevity. If you're gonna be like an esthetician or cosmetology or something, you have to like I would say I'm a shy person, but I'm learning that I can't be shy because it will literally set me back. Everybody will literally pass you up if you are a shy person and you do not go out there and speak to people.
Mhm.
So I'll just say that like choose wisely.
Yeah,
Don't think you see beauty and the glitz and glams. It's not that easy.
yeah. It's not. It's really not. Um, I would say my experience coming out. I always had a pretty rough childhood. School was never really my thing. In testing terms or turning in homework, but all my teachers knew I was bright. And I think that's where a majority of the frustration came from. I'm extremely bright. I just don't really like to do what I'm told. The Lord Jesus could tell you that. And so high school was pretty rough for me, and I was just really different. I went to Catholic school, and for a long time, me and my sister were the only minorities, so that had its challenges. And then I've always been a big girl in a society where skinty was the thing, and he was in all the kale and almond moms and their children, so that was a little rough. And then I was very tomboyish when I was younger, so I was a little rough around the edges. So when I got to high school, I moved around a lot, so I didn't really have my set friend group going into high school. So I didn't really bond with anybody going out. So I didn't have a good peer group to bounce ideas off of. And then when I went home, it just wasn't good. So I was really lost coming out of high school. I ended up leaving and getting my GED like a month and a half, 2 months before high school was out. I said, I'm dead tired. Actually, I got kicked out because everybody was pulling me, and I threatened everybody on Snapchat. So I was gonna beat their ass. That's just me. Proud that I did it. Would do it again. Um, so I left early, and then after I got my GED, I got it a few weeks later, and then I immediately went to college right after. Um, it was rough because I was in and out of my home. I didn't get along with my parental figures. It was a really toxic and bad environment. So I was in and out, so it wasn't stable for college. So I didn't do my best the first time I went to college. And then um, I was still really lost. Ended up going to cosmetology school. Love hair, love nails, love all of that. I just figured out I did not want to do it as a full time job for other people. And then I ended up having kids and kind of got lost there in a bad relationship. And then I did real estate. Market was shit, so I hated that. And then, but I can still do it at any time. So if y'all want to buy a house, let me know so I can go and pause it, make quick money, and put it back on pause. And then I kind of found my way. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I always like going my own way. And I just didn't think I had the chops to be an entrepreneur. I always doubted myself and maybe looked down upon myself because of what others pushed on me. But now that I am an entrepreneur of multiple businesses, I kill it. I make money hand over fist without batting an eye, really. Unfortunately, I'm very blessed. I think God has blessed me because I finally listened to what He told me to do, even though I had fear. I had 2 kids. I have to support. What if I don't make it? And He told me just to jump, and I jumped. So it's gonna take you. It's gonna take you time, and I'm still figuring out what I do and how I do it. And it's gonna take time. Am I gonna do this in another 10 years? Who knows? But that's kind of the part of the journey, is just being happy, and I'm happy with what I'm doing.
And also have friends around you who are like-minded as well, because that helps you feed off of other people's energy. When you have people who are around you who don't really have nothing going on for themselves, and they're just lost in the world. I mean, in our early 20s we are, but at the same time you still want to have like some type of friend that at least know, hey, I don't know where I am now, but I know where I'm trying to be, where I'm trying to go. So don't always follow the crowd either.
Yeah, it's never what it's cracked up to be. And when people have direction, or at least some dream, some goal, it means they have some kind of strictness and some form of standard they hold themselves to. You don't want somebody just floating around because they don't care. They don't care. They could care less if they rob a bank. I don't think anybody said anything.
Yeah, so.
But they could care less if they rob a bank and you go down with them. They could care less if they get drunk every Saturday and they have liver disease by 30. They don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about your dreams. They don't care about what you've been through. So make sure that you surround yourself, like Charlie said, with people who do care, and you'll figure out who cares very quickly.
And align them too. I feel like they need to be aligned with God. God needs to be in every walk of life.
And you don't need to be a holy roller, but you need to have at least some concept of who our Father is. Because some people just let everything go.
No, for real.
Just let it go.
And don't be a fake worshiper. Be a real worshiper.
Be a real one. Be a real one. It doesn't mean that you're sitting here praising every chance you get. That's not what it means. That's not what it means. What it means is when nobody is looking, what are you doing?
Right.
When you have no accountability, when you have no, what is that word? When you have no, what is that word? It starts with E, I think. I don't know. When you have no accountability that has to be given, and you still do the right thing. Okay?
We're almost done.
We're almost done, Winnie. Okay? But that's school. And then save up as much money as you can. It's hard because I want to say that, but when I was 20, I was traveling. So either save up as much money as you can, build your life, then travel, or travel, and then the money will come back. It always comes back. The money always comes back eventually. It does.
Yeah. And most definitely credit. Credit is a big way. Like with what's going on right now, you have to have good credit. Wish I would have knew that. They were just so quick to push us on going to college that they really didn't talk to us about credit and how to make sure that when you go out here you're gonna need money for rent. And now like it's hard. Rent is hard. You gotta have 2-3 times the rent. Who?
So we El Chapo.
Where you think we making that from?
They're not even making it. The people asking you are not making it. Believe me. I was a leasing agent for a little while. They're making $15 an hour.
And that's crazy. Like to even hold those standards to people. Like, so what do y'all just want? I don't know. I don't get that. I don't get that. But yeah, most definitely work on your credit. Rent for sure, and then first cars. You don't always have to make payments on cars.
I don't make no payments on mine, and mine's a beat up old lady.
Yeah, as long as it gets you from A to Z, and you got air, heat, and all of that.
You're good.
Yeah.
God will bless you with what you wish for and what you want, as long as you take care of what you already have and what He's already provided. I used to have the messiest room, the messiest car, of what you have.
Mm-hmm.
He's not,
Mm-hmm.
because you're not ready. You're just not ready. And then a couple more hacks on like credit, what Charlie touched on. Do not pay, do not go to PNC. Go to a credit union. Open your first account at a credit union. Okay. Ask them. They are there. Do not be afraid to walk into the bank and let the bank see your face and start talking about your options, your goals. Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? They are there to help you, and credit are the best. I would say the best is Navy Federal and USAA. And in mid tier, you can get the USAA with military your apartment. And I've been seeing like the trend of people doing that too, and that's so cool because like I used to do the same thing. Oh well, I want this paycheck and save up for your future because it comes faster than you think. Tomorrow, next year is in a blink of an eye. I know now it seems like you're young and have all the time in the world. I mean, you do in retrospect, but it never hurts to be prepared.
Get out, please. We're about to get out. But yeah,
they gossiping about us. They acting like we the weirdos. They're literally pointing their fingers at us, looking at us.
But yeah, most definitely save up, because I wish I would have done that. I didn't know that, like to
go play, poo poo.
And then don't try to run from your problems too. Don't run away to as soon as you turn 18. Don't run away. Like, just, I don't know, like, it's hard living with parents who don't understand, and I come from that. Like, so it's, easier said than done. But if you have somebody who would just be able to help you for a few months until you're able to get on your feet, like, don't try to run away off to college, because then you're going to be in debt from owing the colleges. Don't try to run away and think that's going to solve your problems, because it's only going to put you in a bigger hole than what you're already in.
And don't be afraid to ask for help if you are in a situation where you have to get out, because not everyone is fortunate enough to suck it up. So ask for help.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to be humble about it. It sucks because you might feel embarrassed, or you're just like, so many people don't view you that way, or maybe you're known as the happy kid or the fun friend or whatever. Ask for help. There's so many things that can help you, so many hotlines. I think it's 311 in our area. You call 311, you can get a bunch of services.
Yeah, I think that's one of those.
Find out
star 67 or something. Is that private?
That's for prank calls. If you want to prank call your abuser, whoever the hell is putting you through it, star 67. You can actually cash app us $25, and we will cuss them out like Tia Kemp.
Yes.
We will be on it there. Okay. But yeah, moving out is so stressful, and just try not to do it as long as you can. I understand not everyone's fortunate to be in that situation, but just, again, take your time. I feel like so much about your 20s is taking your time and taking a breath and finding out who you are. Mm-hmm. Who you are is at the core, and who God is. Learn who you are through God, not through the world. Yeah. Okay, and that's an important differentiation, I feel like, because you're not the world, baby. It's just not cut out for us. Okay. And that leads us into hustle, boss moves, and burnout. The pressure to have it all figured out. When did you really start feeling the pressure? Maybe seeing your peers, or kind of in our climate with social media. When did you really start feeling the pressure of like, oh, I'm behind?
I would say about like after I had my daughter pregnant with my son. I was seeing girls younger than me making six figures. I'm like, I was doing this when I was their age, and I was nowhere near where they at now. But you know, life happened. I had
Ladies, go play in the living room. Thank you for visiting.
I had kids, so you know, like stuff happens. Those ladies, I don't think they have any kids. They had support from their family, and so I really didn't have that support and you know guidance to really have somewhere to stay without running from the next place to the next place. So I feel like now that I have like some stability in my life, this is where I'm actually getting the chance to grow and blossom and be what I wanted to be in my early 20s.
Somebody gave me their hand. It feels like ours. I'm holding somebody's hand on the table. Whose
It's
hand?
Winnie's.
Oh, it's Winnie's. Their hands feel so similar. I'm sitting here feeling. I'm like, oh. Yeah. I think I really felt kind of the pressure in the same way when I had my son, and then he was like 1.5, and then I was pregnant with my daughter, and I was like, oh my goodness. And then I was seeing everyone getting engaged and proposed and doing it the traditional right way, and so I had guilt about that. And then I had no career, and I was just like, but they were so stupid. That's just what I thought. I was just like, they were so like, no, like, how are they getting this? And it was really probably envy and jealousy, because I was just like, what? And I was like, it didn't make any sense to me, and I just felt so behind. It was not a good feeling, but I wasn't behind. Everything was on schedule and on its purpose. Just don't compare yourself to others, because your story is probably bigger than theirs. You're meant for more, you know, and they're on a different path. Maybe they're meant for something else than you are, and that's okay. So you're not behind. It's just not your time yet, and the Lord dictates when it's your time, and that's okay.
The dog don't want to come in ours.
She's terrified. She's terrified. But and that's
Get out.
go play. We're almost done.
We just trying to work so we can make a life for y'all.
This was the best. But you're on God's timing. You're not on everyone else's timing, and it doesn't say anything about you. And if somebody says it says something about you, while they're tweeting in their mother's basement,
Yeah. And don't let people's expectations too think you're supposed to be somewhere that you know that you aren't yet, because like it's just like she goes back off what she said. It's God's timing, not your timing, and then like people will make you feel like I noticed as well too. Like I've told people like you know I wanted to make a living off being an esthetician, and I don't get that same energy like as if I told them I was going to be a doctor or a lawyer or something. It just gives like like do you feel like that's really going to you know take off? You're really going to be able to make a living off of that? I don't think people feel like you can make a living off these type of I guess like industry careers. But people, that's what they
that's
want.
the devil gonna do. He gonna dash you. He want to put down your mind, because God believes in you more than you would ever know. If you think, oh yeah, I got this without a problem, imagine that times 1,000. God is rooting for you that times 1,000. He know you gonna get it. He already got it lined up. He know the day the check gonna cash. He know it. So yeah, don't even worry about it, because and it's hard starting your business young. I know I'm in landscaping. I wish I would have started a landscaping business though when I was in high school. I wish, because I would have been in the money. I would have. I'm talking about any. I wish I would have known in retrospect where I was headed, so I could have got it started. I could have started earlier, but if I would have started earlier, I would not have learned the lessons necessary to make me capable to do what I am doing. Does that make sense? It's part of the grand design. It's part of the grand design.
It's part of it.
It's part of it. And it's just, I'm very thankful for us to be able to do what we do. And I think we don't give ourselves enough credit. I don't think the people around us give us enough credit, which sucks. which sucks.
Which sucks.
It does suck.
Yeah.
Why they're clocking into a 9 to 5 and no originality at all, and not trying to make it, and they don't even have kids.
Because they want us to feel like them. They want us to feel suckish like them.
Sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
You can't.
And some of these people don't even have kids, or they don't have responsibilities. Our mouths that we birth out of our cooters are depending to breathe the next day, and we are putting it all in God's hands. And that takes an extreme amount of bravery. So to all our fellow entrepreneurs that are doing what we are doing, we commend you, we understand, and God got you, baby. Don't let them people play in your face. God got you. And that's tea. And I think that can play into our next segment, which is mental health. I think it dawns and drains your mental health doing what we do sometimes.
Yeah, it does. And because mental health plays a big role in everything, how you show up in your daily life, your job, your kids, everything. It plays a big part in everything, And it also, plays a big part in your kids' mental health. So, that's a big part. And then it says like outgrowing friendships without guilt. I pray that that you can keep the same friends from your 20s to now.
I seen girls, Winnie, Ari. Thanks. That is so nice of you all. Look, they're going right there to the door frame. Not no further. Right.
They gotta be in our face.
And I seen this post that I think that relates to that. I seen it, I think it was last night or early this morning, where it said this one girl, it was like one of those corny posts, but whatever, it hit. And it was like, she was like, I'll never switch up on you. I'm 100. And this girl pulled out $300 bills, and they all look different. Even 100s change over time. And that's okay. And it is okay. I think that goes into a further conversation of decorum and communication. I feel like people be so bowed over online, and they are quicker to misunderstand you than to understand you. And a lot of people don't know how to take critical advice. I feel like as Christians, we're a little maybe better at that, even though it's sometimes probably hard for us. I feel like we're a little better because, I don't know, I feel like, I can't speak for everyone, but for me and Charlie, I feel like we do have the understanding of conviction. And conviction, as Christians, we have to hold each other accountable on some things. Like I can't see a fellow Christian beating somebody up just for no reason, and that's an extreme case, and like say, oh yeah, that was fine because they said something to you. It's not fine. You can't actually do that. I mean, if you want to, go ahead, but you do need to repent for that. And that's just like on a religious scale, but I feel like we have the understanding of conviction. And sometimes conviction comes from your friends, and it comes from people who care about you. That's why God convicts us, because he cares about us. If he didn't, we wouldn't feel personal convictions at all. So make sure you surround yourself with people who, one, are not afraid to call you out on your bullshit. It's important, but not trying to call you out on your bullshit to the much where they just want to make you look some type of way or make you feel some type of way. It's just, and outgrowing friendships, again, like Charlie said, it's okay, but just do it with grace,
And make sure just not to cut the wrong friends out, because sometimes you can cut the wrong people off that are meant to be in your life too. So watch who you cut off sometimes. Mm-hmm. Not everybody's meant to be cut off.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a break. And it's okay to have a break. Yeah. Maybe it's I need a second to breathe, or we need to have a conversation, because friendships are really the most important things that you have. It's the root of everything.
It's hard to make some friends when you get older. Once you get into start getting older, okay, 20s you can still make friends, 30s, but late 30s, 40s, it's hard.
And then if you have kids, yeah. I think that adds a added burden sometimes on. Not that kids are a burden, but sometimes they can be. And it just adds a level of difficulty and understanding that not everybody has. I feel like it's hard to be friends with people who don't have kids when you have kids, and vice versa. Vice versa.
I was very blessed to, meet Shelby.
Did because I was going crazy. I done given up. I did. I gave up. I just gave up.
Yeah, me too, kind of. I was just really like content with my boyfriend. I was really content with him, but I really knew like I needed like a girlfriend, like somebody who I can share similar thoughts with. But I knew I just didn't want any type of friend too. I knew I
Mm-hmm.
wanted a friend who was big on God, a friend who was a business owner, a friend who was about their kids, their business, and about
Same.
God.
I
So
mean,
I prayed for the friend that I wanted.
yeah, me too. I think, and I cried. I mean, I can remember crying nights just being, I need somebody. God, I know you're there. I know I'm here, but I need sisterhood. I don't need French. I needed sisterhood. And Charlie, that is what you have given me. And I will forever be grateful for that. Wow. Girl, I'm gonna start crying right now. I'm so serious. I'll start crying because I am a big baby when it comes to that. So y'all just better watch out. Don't step to my friend, okay? Or my niece and nephew, or rats, okay? And it an ST. But just take care of your mental health and journaling. I started journaling more strictly recently, more about my weight, more so than thoughts. But I do jot down thoughts, and it just does help to let off the steam a little bit. I like journaling in my Bible too when I'm reading, kind of what I'm feeling, what I've gone through, what this means to me in this time. And sometimes I like to go back and read it a couple months later, a couple weeks, and I get a different message. So there's different types of journaling, and I'm in therapy, intensive therapy, intensive therapy, and yeah. And there's no perfect timeline. I think that's where a lot of stressors come from. Or you have to hold up to this person, or you feel like you have to answer to this person. You don't. The only person you have to answer to is the Lord God. That's it.
Yeah, you don't have to have it all together right now.
Mm-hmm. You don't.
So I guess that's just the ins and wraps of all of that.
Yeah.
Like we just gave y'all the tea about it all. Like our outlook, our lives, and how we would do what we would do in our 20s. And we're
Mm-hmm.
still in our 20s. And we're
Mm-hmm.
still figuring it out. So
It's
I
still
feel
fun. Still
yeah.
fun. And in our 20s, still have time. Um,
So I feel like we done did good with the circumstances that we have,
Me
been
too.
dealt with.
I'm proud of us. I'm proud of you.
How did you two show?
I'm proud of you.
You too.
We've made it a long way.
Yeah, she motivates me a lot. Business wise, family wise.
Thank you. Don't catch us on a bad day though. You hear us talk about everybody in the gamut. But we'll tell it to your face. We'll tell it to your face. Okay. Just don't piss us off. Okay. On a good day, we be stressed out. You gotta give us some grace. You gotta give us some grace. You gotta give us some. Well, it's show me being crazy, man. You gotta give us grace. Even the babies know you gotta give me grace. Okay. But if nobody told you this in your 20s, here it is. Here it is. Join a Bible study group, get in that gym, and stop answering these men back.
And you have a right to say
Nah.
no. No is a sentence.
No.
That's a sentence.
It's a sentence. And I love it. I love no. Don't you? I love a no. 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 Period. Clock it. Even the girls get it. Okay. But if you're in your early 20s, consider this your big chat. I'm Shelby. This is Dailey Sap Tea. And we've enjoyed your time. See you next week. Bye.